Alright, well, I hope everyone is good and ready. I've got a bag of nuts and a new drink. Oh, let's go. I'm going to be munching. Oh wait, hold on. Allow me to introduce you all to Queen Bianca, first of her name. She is common and brutal. Welcome everyone. Brutal is back on the menu. But this time with the uwu on side, it will be much more efficient. We're going for a farming ambition initially. And because we've been in the east and we've seen the peasant rebellion succeed in asserting peasant rights, we are now on the side of the peasants. We don't really care for nobles, and we will favour peasants in our decisions. Yeah, we won't execute peasants. We like peasants. It's those filthy nobles and they're scheming and they're... Ugh. And because we're brutal, obviously we're always going to execute someone if we can. Get the uwu ready. It's time to go nom nom on some noble heads. Ew noble, the most noble person in the kingdom. Yeah, nobles are gross, they're awful. Peasants now, peasants, they're the future. Let's go through the list. Welcome on in everyone, it's the second game today. Gagazi, there we go. Queen. Welcome on in, all of our counts. We are joined by Countess Morgrim, Countess Teeny, Count Weldris, Count Superguppy, Count Wakoko, Count Nilawa, and finally Conte Gagazi II. Who won? No, we got a count on the throne. The counts are back, baby. Welcome on in as well to all of our grandees. We've got Grandee Whopper, Grandee Dean Uwu, Grandee Trocker Nero, Grandee Glumbasher, Grandee Gibbo Nexus, and Grandee Buzzleaf TV. Welcome on in, welcome on in, all of our grandees. Finally, we have our patricians. We have Noble Patrician Bigger JD II, Lord Patrician Komori Kitsu, Lord Patrician Ephra IV, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush, Lord Patrician Mero, and Lord Patrician Gwentaris, as well as Lord Patrician Nyit II. Is that it? The counts were hampered by a tree. I suppose they were. If that tree hadn't eaten a point of your military. Alright, we're going to start as always with the path to victory. Zeros are bad. 0 military in the south and 0 trade in the coast. They're both pretty bad. Trade is also low in the east. And 5s aren't exactly comfortable for that farming. Welcome to King of the Castle, where the trees bite back. Now then, let's get that all set up. Cool, I've got everything I want in the right place. There we go. We're going to start, as always, with the path to victory. Oh, Ephra, I just went through it, but it's common and brutal. You're welcome. Another brutal monarch on the throne. Your Majesty. The history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless of course they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I intend to support further reforms for the peasants and their well-being, to look after the common folk. I shall be remembered as the mother of the nation. Interesting. Are you actually concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. I already miss the old ruler. No more bribes. Bribes are off. Let's meet you all. Hello, Super Guppy. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favour the East. But what if I governed for the good of all the peasants? Please, put these delusions of benevolence out of your head. It's embarrassing. We put that crown on your head. Don't make us take it away. Yeah, you are looking pretty dapper. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Alright, who have we got? Patricians of the Coast. Knit the Second, welcome on in. A pleasure, Your Esteemed Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Finally, the grandees of the south. May the ninth God bless your reign, Your Majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and with faith. Glumbasher. Yeah. Oh, it changes. So if you're free to play, if you don't own the game and have it attached to Twitch, your appearance is randomly generated each time you join a game. And with that, the introductions are done. I think Teeny, yeah, it was like bright blue. Oh no! It was like aquamarine blue in the last game and now it's purple. So there you go. Advisor, welcome back. We got Advisor the Second in with the grandees. It's green and now it's purple. There you are. What do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? It's too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling we should have a backup plan just in case. Telling you now, counts. I'll be nice to you, but the peasants will come first. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from Monarch Tristiana II, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. Bigger is, have you assigned Twitch to your thing? I have to change it in my save file. So, let me make a note. Yeah, if you've attached it to Twitch, it's fine, it'll work, but my save file will remember you as free to play. Where's a working pen? I will write it on my hand. Bigger. Bigger JD. I'll do it at the end. If you'd have said something a few minutes ago, I'd have been able to do it before starting this second game. But I can't alter the file mid-game. No worries, that's fine. I'm glad you bought the game. I'm glad you got it attached. Next week, next Sunday, come by and we should have a custom noble on there. Okay, shall I get changed to my waterproof robes? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Call them in. What are we going to do? Huh. Spending money. What do you think this is, eh? I don't even have that much money. I don't mind which way we go here. It's all pretty good. The Dunkening shall continue. It is tradition. Off party. Grandies are like, no, none of that. Alright, into the river we're going. It is decided. The Queen will be thrown in the river. So it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Alright, eyes down for the schemes, everyone. Counts, are you going to be loyal? We got Alistair the Gagazi Dynasty. Eccentric Eastern Enigma. Leans delicately on a podium, sighing. Most excellent. Bianca now sits on the throne, and the counts are in charge, as they should be. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the new queen, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? It's a bath party now? No. I mean, I guess. Counts, will you be loyal? Will you try and court a wizard with sorcery, or will you try and rally the peasants with uprising? Wow. What a treat. Indeed, a mere few months in the palace and it looks as though Queen Bianca has forgotten our ways already. I, on the other hand, will never betray the East. Orgrim, I think this might be a Forgotten has 2 G's in it. Oh, and hello, Chaz the Fifth, where are you? There you go. It's a scheme for counts if they had loyalists as an option and they picked sorcery. The counts plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the Queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the Counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Oh no! Not another one, we just got rid of them. Tristiana III of the Advisor lineage. Eccentric southern firebrand stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim to the throne is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Alright, Grandees, what do you want? Subterfuge, intimidation, or fervour? Subterfuge is you're trying to replace my inner council. Intimidation, you're going to strong arm me by taking over the Palace Watch. Fervour is something religion, either a crusade or a miracle. At 46 added, thank you Morgrim. Thank you for all your continued work. Well, it's fervour, I guess. The grandee claimant Tristiana has been chosen by the Ninth God to be the next queen. She has promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Passio of the bigger JD family, sinister coastal political fixer, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Bianca. Something must be done. So, patricians, your options are doppelganger to get a body double. Conspiracy, which is what you were doing last time, where you're going to offer me a bunch of shitty loads. Or corruption. Are you going to lower my authority and try and bring me into a corruption scandal? Left over in the last Dynasty, yeah, we picked up where the previous monarch dropped off. Very thematic. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Okay, Alistair, the bastard offshoot of the East. The Counts are pursuing sorcery scheme. They're going to try and court a wizard. For the first stage of their scheme, they want to raise the kingdom's authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons' time. It's currently at 4. Keeping them in check, however, doing the same stuff, but in a different direction. Cassio, my treacherous half-sibling of the coast, has the patricians on side pursuing a corruption scheme. They want to lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 4. So, the early part of the game, And we're going to have a tug of war between the counts and the patricians over our authority. Vitamin, welcome on in. Welcome back to the counts. And then Tristiana, false pretender, air quotes, from the south, is looking to pursue the further scheme. The Grandees want to raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. It's currently just at 5. I'm kind of here eating noms. No worries, Vitamin. And Striker, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. How are you all doing? We have some King of the Castle. We're just about to start our second game of the day. How was your stream? What were you playing? Were you playing the new Drug Runner game? Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, Striker is a regular streamer. He used to play a fair bit of King of the Castle, but I think you've been playing that new. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, consider giving Striker a follow if you want to see a variety of games. It was what was it called? Take everything not nailed down. No, leave it all down. My wife and I have been playing Repo and Schedule 1. There you go. Schedule 1. That's the... Yeah, that is the one where you're in like a little caravan making drugs, right? Repo I know is popular. Oh, it's fully done, Vitamin. It's not getting any more updates. So yeah, Strike, how was your stream? Yeah, but now I have a dock warehouse. Oh, so you've moved up in the world. I'm going to do Call for Unity because I like to dream. Good Lord, has had an absolute blast. I have to go pick up a buddy to hang out. I'm raiding and dipping, but I'll have you up lurking. Oh, thank you very much, Striker, and welcome to the game. Where has Striker been placed? There you are. Been placed on the Grandees team. Repo is starting to annoy me, not because of the game itself, but because so many people are coming into the BeepNX server complaining they can't get mods to work on their pirated copy. Yeah. Like, I don't know what to tell you, like... I don't know, if you're getting something for free, right, if you're gonna steal it, effectively, like, you can't complain that you're not getting the same service as everyone else. The pirated version, yeah, exactly, you know. The modding community is so amazing, yeah. I have done something that I normally would never do. I've got a mod for Monster Hunter Wilds. Because I had the effect of being immune to heat and cold. And when they're both on your character simultaneously, you glow up. You're like a disco ball. And in some of my outfits, it looks really garish. So I've just gotten one mod where I can turn off that effect. And that's it. That's what I've got mod-wise for Monster Hunter Wilds. But yeah. Obviously, you get what you pay for. If you want to see more games, if you enjoy games and you just want to play it, buy the game and then that will support the devs and it sends a message that you want more of that game. Why does the game bug up at this specific part? Yeah, I wonder why. Anyway, don't worry. We got a whole new trend. Lord Patrician Ephra the Fourth is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Ephra has got the crabs. Of course he does. Crab time. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare, one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Very well, send him in. Oh, beautiful. Crab posting in chat. A new trend. Is this the third time we've had it? Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you, these crabs will only go up in value. Fine then, yeah, I'll buy one. Counting out your gold, Lord Patrician Ephra IV assures you that you will not regret your purchase. Striker, here we are. I like how this story in King of the Castle outlived actual NFTs it was parodying. Man, listen, the NFT thing is just so crazy to me. I remember when it first kicked off. And I was looking at it and I was like, okay, but what? It's just crypto with extra steps. Like, why would you buy an NFT when you could just directly buy cryptocurrency? Like, I don't get it. I think it's the third. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. You wouldn't right-click and save an NFT. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, it's a good idea. I would like to see NFTs in like a big MMO game where the NFTs are like items that your characters equip or something. And the NFTs are used to convert ownership when you trade and stuff like that. Cats and Inferium, an interesting use of it. Yeah. Like that sort of thing, that would be cool, that would be interesting. But just for like, oh, here's a picture that's been laced with crypto code. It's like, okay, well. Thing is, Thrifty, that you can do all that MMO stuff already with a standard database. Would it be more efficient? I don't know. Because it would allow for a procedural generation, maybe. Like, I'm not sure what the applications would be. It's significantly less efficient? Well, scratch that then. That's the one thing I could have thought that would have been interesting. So NFTs are worthless. Anyway, I've bought a crab and I'm very happy with my purchase. Excellent news from the south, Your Majesty. Prospectors have discovered deposits of silver on my land. Mining will begin. Wait. Lord Patrician mutated zombie bush waves an ancient parchment. The silver belongs to me. The deposit is on our side of the border and this scroll proves it. This could get nasty, Your Majesty. The border between the south and the coast has always been highly contested. You know what? I want the south to have it. The patricians cannot be trusted with anything. Please, give it to the south. No, we cannot share. The patricians will ruin it, like they ruin everything else. Look at your economy. Sharing is caring. I'm not fully on board with this, but okay. Whoa! Alex, thank you for resubbing. No worries, thank you. 20 months. Holy crap. Is that how long? I've got to have my anniversary coming up soon then. But there we are. Thank you very much for resubbing, Alex. Thank you for popping by to say hello. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a good weekend. We're going to share the silver deposit, apparently. Brandy, Silent Striker, and Lord Patricia Mutated Zombie Bush exchange wary glances. As they shake hands, their smiles are very tight. Your Majesty, great news! I've received a vision. I saw you bathed in holy light. Blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The knife god will shield you from all harm. I'll have you know that the East is very faithful right now. I've never seen the knife protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, Your Majesty. Oh, we've had that before, Whopper, where Saint Umber blasted someone that was protected by the knife. Hanging out until the boarding starts. No worries, Alex. Thank you for coming in. There you go. You're in the counts. You know what? I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. I'm going to stick with the Eastern Knights. I will make the arrangements at once. Foolishness! Do you not trust the protection of the knife? This kingdom grows more faithless by the day. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. You know, the East is the most forward-thinking with regards to peasants, so they're the ones I trust. Okay, let me go put my nuts away so I don't sit here munching them all. I'll be back in a moment. Tucks in D's. Are they? No. Tucks is nuts. No. I'm putting them away. Oh Lord. Okay. Listen. Auction here. No D's brands nuts. They're actually Tesco value. What have we got? What have we got? What do we want? Authority in Tug of War. If you're interested in authority, go up. B, the monument, is your pick. If you're interested in authority, go down. F, the theatre, is your pick. And if you're a grandee and you want to secure your farming, C, the aqueduct, is your pick. Other than that, that's all the votes for schemes and such. We're going to start the auction right here, right now. Type !fun, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in. Try not to miss out, as there is a slight delay on stream, but I will type in chat when we get to 10 seconds left. D&E, D&B, holy crap. Grandies are desperate for some military, I see. Boom, 10 seconds everyone, 10 seconds. B&D, B&D it is indeed. Fantastic, look at that, whole point of military. No silver, finding a spouse in bankruptcy, great. Great start. Grandee, Striker and Lord Patrician mutated zombie bush arrive in the council chamber side by side. This is the 3rd week in a row with no silver. Miners spend all their time playing this rock ball sport. By the 9th, it was your miners who invented rock ball. I can't help that southern workers are competitive. It's a disaster. Even the miners who haven't broken their arms aren't getting any mining done. South got some old man in the army now. Good. Good. Gonna do a call for unity, and I would like to host a rock ball tournament. Please vote C. Come on, we all like rock ball. Excellent auction snipe energy. Yeah, it is. Disunifying would be best? No. No. Bad. Don't do that. Thank you. The first annual Rock Ball Cup is a smashing success, with the Southern Geodes edging out the coastal moles. Grandee Striker even stands proudly with the filthy competitors as they hoist the gleaming silver trophy. In the aftermath, silver production reaches new heights, with profits shared equally between the two regions. Look at that! The patricians have a single trade! Damn, I can't believe I wanted to give it all to the Grandees. What a fool I was. Treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we're precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. Time to sell off the royal jewellery. You auction off. Tap a sign? Yes. We have common and brutal. You auction off dozens of necklaces, 5 gold rings and a jewelled sceptre to the nobles. It's a humiliating affair. Selling off your symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this. Tiara, fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hi, check out this sceptre. It's like I'm the queen. Bigger JD and Whopper have bought some of my royal effects. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Men! Chancellor, give me a man. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. We'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Yeah, oh, sorry, Alex. I didn't really do enough time on it. We got common and brutal, so we're pro-peasants, and we're favouring peasants. And whenever I can kill one of you, I will do so. That's the gist of it. That's what Bianca's got. I know those by heart at this point. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? 2 years of it. In the east, Count Captain Chaz V stands on the ramparts of his castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Any luck finding a wizard to aid our cause? No, I'm afraid not. Queen Bianca is weak, and the wizards are satisfied that they don't need to worry about royal meddling in their affairs. Blood and stars, we must try harder. The Count's aim is to raise authority to 5 or more. Here we go. I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not comfortable with cash at the minute, but I'm good enough, I guess. We can common all. No more bribes. We made insurance. The crab craze has swollen to unforeseen heights, Your Majesty. That's good news, isn't it? The trade is so profitable, patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. But who cares, Your Majesty? Your box of crabs is worth nearly double what you paid for it. Sell, sell, sell! You sell your crabs for much more than you paid? The treasurer appears satisfied with your practicality. Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. Too bad, so sad. Greedy southern merchants are taking advantage of cheap coastal labour, Your August Majesty, exploiting our natural resources and putting our trading companies out of business. They're vultures, vultures. Is it really such a problem? This is just business. Patricians. The patricians have proven themselves incapable. We can leave it with the grandees, or I can have it. I've got crab money to spend. Well, well, well. Look at what we have here. C gives even more, yeah, even more wealth. Wait, Trocker, are you here? Is this you? Oh, Trocker, how could you? Well, thank you. I will take. You buy up all the southern companies in the coast, wine cellars, jewellers, gold mines, perfumeries. It all goes to the crown. Egad, this is outrageous. I was the one who made those businesses profitable. Now I'm expected to accept this paltry payoff. A few weeks of chaos ensue, and you replace management, but after that, the businesses start raking in a nice little bit of profit. Hey! It's just good business, Trocker. Just good business. I have found 3 potential matches for you. One eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, yes. Right. We want someone that knows how to murder people and is on good terms with peasants. Particularly if somebody thinks we can change things to help peasants out more. The invisible hand. Yeah, the invisible hand of the market. My hand. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Irvan, the eldest son of the Eastern Vitamin Chi dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting him to smile for the portrait. He's lost half the family fortune in gambling halls and got in some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. Bloody hell, get out of here, you're terrible. From the coast we have Quintus, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Gwentaris' estate. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeous, and apparently he's got a silver tongue too. His interests are typical of the coast, money, 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 and making more of it. And apparently he has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. Kind of neutral. Finally from the south, Ignazio, eldest son of the Trocanero lineage. Reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? He's been in more duels than I can count, and won them all. Unfortunately, he lacks a common touch. The peasants have terrible nicknames for him. Oh, Trocker. It's going so well till the peasants called him names. Ugh. Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Quintus of the coast. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Yeah, Quintus is kind of like, None of them really brought anything positive to the table. You can marry the commoner? No, I'm not marrying a goddamn commoner. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Good news, my friend. The palace officials have been more accepting of my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. Yeah, I'll buy your companies and then I'll reject your son. That's just how it is. That's how it be. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the Queen's rooms when she's out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the Queen's staff are getting used to selling their principals to the highest bidder. So, what's next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the Queen's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the Queen. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the Queen as an incompetent fool, be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Don't want any of that. Yeah, patricians want to lower stability next. Holy shit. Oh my god. A terrible storm has struck the east. Lamentably, many houses have been swept away by floods and the roads are totally impassable. Church! Church, can we ask the church? I don't want to spend money. Negative 4 points total. I know, it's terrible. Listen, I'm going to veto this. I want to keep my cash. Because I believe the church will do it. The church delivers. Why would you be like this? We want to do something for the commoners that are stranded in the east. Is that you? Oh, that's Vitamin. I thought that was Alex for a minute, seeing the frowny face. Come on, vote D and we can fix it. Fantastic. Hopefully the storm will kill those trees. Oh no. The trees are eternal. Called out. Sorry, Vitamin. Yeah, I didn't mean to. The church rises eagerly to the occasion. They spend vast amounts of gold to repair roads and send priests to comfort the huddled masses. Their success of the church's relief efforts converts thousands of the common folk into fanatical believers. Fantastic. Didn't actually do anything for the economy, did it? Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. Sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. You know what? I'm going to do a call for unity, and I think the bounty, B for bounty, is best. We like the trees, we wouldn't take them for granted. Ah. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. How very droll, Your Highness. Right, what do we got? Oh, we're gonna send a military? Why wouldn't we? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Real disunity? Oh, shit. The regiment marches in circles for weeks through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. When they return, many of the soldiers appear to have brought some manner of disease back from the bog. They're coughing, pale, and too weak to hold their swords. Meanwhile, the monster's attacks continue to menace the east. We hear reports that it no longer confines its attacks to the night time. Soon the peasants are too afraid to tend their crops, which lie rotting in the fields. This is really not going well, is it? Your wedding to Quintus is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part, instead you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Quintus at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you Queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Quintus laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which he flatters you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Quintus, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully, it was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? I'd rather be doing something else. This shocks him at first, but then he smiles. Me neither. Still, I suppose it's a game we must play. Let's drop the act, shall we? With pleasure. Well, what shall we talk about? I'm so used to steering conversation into safe waters, I've forgotten how to let it all run its natural course. An archbishop's a pompous old fool, isn't he? From there, the conversation flows like a fine wine. You pass the bottle back and forth, joking about the greedy nobles and the self-righteous archbishop. In a night's end, you join your husband in bed, feeling for the first time you glimpsed his real feelings. There we go. Happy marriage. We love it. The prophesized Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celesta, taking the form of a humble noble known as Tristiana, who hails from a farming town in the Southern Hills. Or so the grandees claim. Haha, peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Tristiana. I knew you could do it. Praise be to the ninth god. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. The next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Not good. In the east, Count Captain Chaz V stands on the ramparts of his castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Suddenly the bats swirl down and begin to merge, coalescing into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Now, why did you want to meet me? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of boils so hideous it'll make your own mother disown you. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? Well, the Queen's Watch did order a quarantine recently. Killed off a highly unique strain I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. Fine, I'll help. If you take care of the bees for me. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane they're simple insects. But in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. Bestia is here. Bestia needs you to fight the bees. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. Next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. It's currently 15. Bees. Okay, so counts need to drop farming a point anywhere in the kingdom, and the Grand Pats want to lower stability to 4 or less. Currently at 8. Let's start with this. Bianca, I had something I wanted to ask of you. Okay, yeah. What is it, Quintus? As you surely know, I run a very successful jeweller's guild back home in the coast. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations, you know how it is. I was hoping you could push some changes in the council, eliminate some of the import duties and Ateshi jewels, perhaps. You want me to give the coast preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions can't compete with us in the jewellery trade anyway. Okay, let's get the council. Ah, marvellous. See you there. Tariffs? Oh, God, no. Okay, no, we're not talking about that. I do want A. Can you give me A? I want a happy husband. Okay, just please give me the A. I want to make my husband happy. I want everyone to be happy, but my husband especially. You shall have it. Thank you. Thank you. nice. We like it, we like it. The other regions are outraged by the clear nepotism that's taken place, but Quintus pays them no mind. As the profits pouring, he even shares a portion of the income with the treasury. There we go, your Madge. Oh dear. Bad news, your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. How could this be? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lord Patrician Ephraim IV, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Something has to be done. You summon a council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many of the assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market and are casting furious glances back at patrician benches. I mean, I'm going to do a call for unity. We're going to arrest Ephra, right? Pretty much. It's going to be C. C for crabs. Oh, holy crap. Come on. Ooh. Boom, I'll take it. I'll take that extra stab. Holy crab, yeah. Your soldiers storm Lord Patrician Ephraim IV's opulent mansion. I lost 150 gold on that. I'm practically bankrupt. Where are you, Trocker? Shut up. 14,000 in the bank. Arresting him and confiscating all his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. Outraged patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know that you're the queen? Oh, nobody has to be poor. Your Majesty, I'm afraid that someone has been painting obscene graffiti on your monument in the east. This is hardly a matter worthy of my time. Yes, Your Majesty, normally I'd agree, but every time we remove the images, they appear again the next day. We need to track down the perpetrator. You're becoming a laughingstock in the east. When you called a council to gather, some of the nobles whispered behind their hands, stifling giggles. Count Superguppy was right. By delay can... Oh, okay, sorry. I'll try and hold on a bit more. No, we're not going to brutally crack down. I'm quite happy to say this is nothing to worry about, or send a watch, really. We're not going to go around attacking people. Oh. Let's see. What do we want? That gap. Jesus Christ, I'll take my aisle fit for a moment. Right, 40, that's 11 outstanding votes. I'm going to go get a drink. Everyone that's liable to vote in things, please vote. I want to try and keep track of how many active players I've got. Right. 15 active. Right, I'll try and bear that in mind. 10%. 10% is one number off 100. Right? You know, just one more zero, it'd be 100. So we're close. Did it fail? You offer a substantial reward, and dozens come forward with tips, but they all lead to nothing. Every day obscene images continue to appear on your statue. After 6 weeks, Count Super Guppy gives up on cleaning the graffiti. Your monument stands forever covered in scribbled unmentionables, a testament to nothing but your inability to track down the culprit. Who could have guessed? I know. I know. Why is this Defiance based? Oh. Okay, here we go. We got a song request. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Oh, sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. There we go. Was that worth it? Lament Deck, hello, welcome on in. We had a song request from Alex. Loved it? Okay, good. Doesn't beat Rayman though. What, Rayman is in the the old games? I thought we were doing a completely different King of the Castle. No, I can't control what songs get requested. What was the song that got earlier? The one from Yakuza. Rayman sings Sex Bomb on you. I'll maybe later, if I remember. Doing my best Tom Jones here. Right. Who wants to lower farming? It's the Counts. The Counts may want the deer park to lower farming. Bakamitai. That was it. Bakamitai. The Grandees and the Patricians may want the prison to lower stability. Otherwise, the only other useful thing, the Pats have more military than anyone else to a big degree, so maybe F the stadium would be nice. Here's everyone's money. I'm going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of your choice, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect at the end of the auction. Everything else will get a refund. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. What are we looking at here? A and B, holy shit. A and E is creeping in. A and B again. Alright everyone, eyes down, coming in, 10 seconds, go, 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 go. The Counts have clutched it for Pestia. Suma, welcome back buddy. There you are, welcome back to the Pats. Alex has done it. Alex has sniped. And it's the actual one on the auction snipe. The hunting ground. I'll spend all my money for Bestia. Okay. Swan Troubles. And a True Monster. Let's start a true monster and end swan troubles. Remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying on peasants in the east? Yes, difficult to forget. Oh, sorry. Attempt number 3. Why was the bounty defiance based? I believe it's because the main perpetrator is a noble. And so if defiance is high, it's more obvious who the noble is that's doing it. That's just off the top of my head. I'm not entirely sure. But I think that's the logic behind it, mutated zombie. Sorry I didn't catch that. Yeah. So if that would have passed, I'd have found a noble drawing dinglings on my statue. And I would have had them executed. I have reason to believe that the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. Count Wakoko, to be precise. Peasants believe that Count Wakoko transforms into a colossal, bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights. Do we know of something like this ever happening before? Only in legend, King Karvek II was said to turn into such a beast and slaughter his servants at night. But in the day he was mild-mannered as a baby duck and had no memory of his crimes. Perhaps the same is true here. Sorry, Wakoko. You have been convicted for drawing dinglings on Her Majesty's statue. You are hereby sentenced to death. That's what we do in this kingdom, okay? Oh dear. Pray do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Count Wakoko greatly for no good reason. You're right. Send in the Inquisitors. Very well, Your Highness. Whatever you say. A team of Inquisitors are dispatched to investigate the claim that Count Wakoko sometimes turns into a monster. Hopefully they'll return intact. The counts, of course, register their disapproval that the church is meddling with their private affairs. Swans. Always swans. Enjoying a game of croquet with Quintus when the Count Nilawa marches across your lawn, arm in a sling. Blood and stars, look at what your foul beasts have done to me. My foul beasts? My foul beasts? Or my foul beasts? My foul beasts, I think. Yes, Your Highness. Don't pretend there's anything fair about those creatures. Count Nilawa, your arm. What on Celeste F has happened to you? I was having a lovely stroll in my new deer park when I was ambushed by the feathery white spawn of the 7th god himself. Broke my arm with one blow from its wing. As queen, you own every swan in the kingdom. You're responsible for this injury. I demand justice. Technically, you do own all the swans in the kingdom, Your Majesty. There's been a law at least for 100 years. But I'm not sure this means you're responsible for the actions of said swans. Of course it does, you buffoon. What do I want? I don't want to execute a swan. No, no, no. I think we can just let the swans be their own people. I'll leave it up to you all. What does the wait? Yeah, but that's not about executing a swan, is it? Come on. It's about killing nobles. Swan is someone. A swan is a swan. It's a bird. It's not the same thing. They also have feelings. Yeah, but they can also break your arm with a swing of their thing. If you want to go and execute a swan? Swans are the most noble of birds? Oh, are they? Oh, okay. We're trying to make an argument that swans are like nobles, so we should kill them. Okay. That's where we're at. Respect the swans? Yeah. Okay, what is that? That's 14. I think that's pretty much everyone. In my country, swans are legally objects. I think that's in the UK, where they all belong to royalty. I think that's us in England, at least. Have you taken leave of your senses? If we don't teach this fowl a lesson, other swans will be emboldened. Swan attacks will put half the council out of commission. You wait. Black swans drowned someone here. What? Jesus Christ. Australia is truly an awful place, isn't it? It's just full of animals. Even the swans can kill you. But they're a bit smaller than mute swans, so they can't break bones. No, they just drown you instead. Drag you out into deep waters. No, it's probably not well deserved. It's probably someone going for a swim and the swans attacking them. The Crown has held the right to claim ownership of all unmarked mute swans swimming in open waters throughout the country for as far back as the 12th century. Google about the UK. Oh, okay. Swans are arseholes? Yeah. Don't mess with the cygnets. Yeah. You shouldn't be swimming in protected wetlands. Oh, okay. Well, that's that. You swim in the swan's home. Your marriage to Quintus has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own will do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. No, not a peasant heir, but get out of here. The traditional method. I'll object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Alright. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of their hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Tristiana and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put her on the throne. They'll come around. The Queen's golden age can't last forever, can it? The grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Birds are singing. The market's in full swing. Do you hear that on the wind? You can make out the laughter of children playing a game. Ah yes, delightful. Wrong! It's horrible. The kingdom is totally serene, and our plans are in ruins. The Queen's advisors are happy with her rule. We can't buy their loyalty yet. Believe me, I've tried. The patrician's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Oh dear. Now then. I would like for people to be happier. I think the counts, we could bribe the counts. Grandees I'm not too worried about. No, it's not going to be cruel taxes. I'm going to bribe the counts just to keep them on side. is happy. There you go. Damn it, no one's going to be happy this season. Look at this mess. The Inquisitors return from the east, the crab trial happens in the coast, and the crystal pox occurs in the south. Fantastic. Wonderful. Let's work from top to bottom. Your Majesty, I've received word back from the Inquisitors you sent to the east to investigate claims about Count KotC and his nocturnal activities. And we placed Count KotC in heavy iron chains and waited till nightfall. He transformed into a vicious monster. Black fur, claws like scythes, it broke free and killed a dozen Inquisitors before we subdued it. It's clear that Count KotC was a devil worshipper, cursed by the Ninth God for his sins. We request permission to burn him alive in the town square. Do it. Nothing gets the peasants going like a good public burning. Here reports that Count KotC transformed into a monster halfway through. The peasants' belief in the Ninth God has been raised to new heights with such an impressive spectacle, while the counts are furious to have been humiliated so publicly. No, it's burning, no uwu. Salutes in chat, KotC. KotC the First has passed away, been killed, but KotC the Second will join in their stead. You never truly leave the game. Is now aggrieved? Oh no. No. Not aggrieved. Where's my kill count? Kill count goes up. Oh, is that our first death? Damn, we are slacking for a brutal ruler. Don't worry, we got a patrician as well. KotC, sorry buddy. KotC the Second will be here now. After months of delay, Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbasaur the Fourth is finally due to stand trial for his crab-related market manipulation. Let's have a look at the nobles thing for KotC. You rolled a 3. What does a 3 get us? Myth and magic. You're always voting in favour of hiring wizards or engaging with magical or occult events. There you go. You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged and your fate to be decided by the Queen. Just imprison them. It's the same either way as far as execute. Oh wait, I have to kill him, don't I? Summon the uwu. You know the rules, and so do I. Yeah, hang 'em, hang 'em. Okay. The next morning you stand at your balcony and watch as Lord Patrician Ephra the Fourth is led to the gallows. You're the fools that bought the bloody things. They were just crabs. Crabs! All I did was meet a demand. A curse upon you all. A curse. His words are cut off as the uwu swings. Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbasaur IV has died. Ephra V will join the council in their stead. That's the kill count hits 2 now. Bada bing, bada boom. Salutes in chat to our fallen friend Ephra. But yeah, that's our second 5. Can you make it to an X? We can try. Both Chaz and Ephra are flying ahead of everyone else, and we've still got 2 months left. Your Highness, I bring dreadful tidings. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the south. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. Victims of the crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they are no longer spread the disease. Oh, yeah, it's because, Chaz, you're also a V, right? So look, you're part of a club now with Ephra. Oh, Lone Ranger, welcome on in. Sorry there, ESC, where's ESC? There you go, you've been placed in the counts. Welcome aboard. Let's go, let's go. Indeed, the crystal pox can be harvested and used in jewellery. If we allow the pox to spread, we could make money in the south. By the 9th woman, that's heartless even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close roads in and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want, for the south to lose money? Maybe. I'm going to trust you all. I'm going to do a call for unity and say we want to quarantine the south to prevent further spread. No, Whopper. Bad Whopper. Killing the peasants. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fools. You awful, awful fools. Why would you do this? Okay. It's not looking good. At the moment we're going to spread the pox everywhere. Click in the sign for advisor there. We got common and brutal, if you remember what they are. We like to kill nobles if we can, and we're on the side of commoners. Here we go. This is an outrage. How many will die for your greed? How could the council condone this? You voted for it. All the grandees voted for this. The next day you deliver a speech declaring that the crystal pox is actually a giant hoax. Anyone who believes it is a fool and probably a traitor. Sure enough, this causes the pox to spread like wildfire. Dear God. Good Lord. Right. Over the next few months, the crystal pox ravages not just the south, but the entire kingdom. With thousands of peasants falling victim, farms lie fallow, peasants turn away from a god that abandoned them. Shit me up. But on the bright side, you add a sparkling hoard to the treasury. In fact, all the nobles make a tidy profit, even Grandee Advisor II. No. It's say pocketing my corpse bucks, yeah. Didn't think it would spread this far, it got everywhere. Profits? No. No, not profits. It's bad. This is all bad. I hate it. Oh. South swells with sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They come to see the Ninth Herald, Tristiana in action. In the picturesque town of Serena, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to raucous applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our armies were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade, that sounds promising. I suggest we leave it up to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Tristiana's behalf. My cursed sword influenced me. Yeah, okay. Launch a holy war to claim the throne. That involves raising your military. Or pray for a miracle. That involves raising your faith. It accounts one... Yo. Are they all going off? Oh, this is not good. This is not good, everyone. Right. Grandees are going to pray for a miracle. So they're going to have to get 9 faith, I believe. Let us join in prayer, fellow Grandees. The end of the Queen Bianca's illegitimate, godless rule is upon us. Our claimant Tristiana is poised to take the throne and usher in a new golden age. We need only wait for a miracle. For the first stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise their faith to at least 9. Sitting on a bench outside a Sunbleach villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme, along with some other fresh faces that the Queen might recognise. Greetings, Lord Patrician. Allow me to introduce you to some friends of mine. Good afternoon, noble patricians. A pleasure, as always. Hello. Is this a place? Ugh. Smells like fish. Wow. I take it you found my colleague's arguments most persuasive, then? Indeed, Lord Patrician Gwentar has made some excellent points about the Queen's incompetence. The most persuasive part was the giant bag of gold. Unfortunately, the Spymaster and Chancellor still remain beyond our grasp, but with these 2 in our pocket we can do great things. We just need to decide our approach. We can either go A, bankrupt the kingdom, buy the throne outright. That involves lowering the treasury, good luck. Or B, bring down the Queen in a bribery scandal. That involves raising everyone else's defiance or ensuring that they start a rebellion. So this would stop anyone starting a rebellion because the Pats would win. That would be the insurance, right? So after all this, our plan is to make the Queen look like the corrupt one? Yes. After all, isn't her court absolutely rotten with bribes and scandals? Worse than it's been in centuries. Hold on. I've been doing no bribing. That was the past monarch. Of course it is, and we're to blame. The general public don't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the Queen enough to support our version of events. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise the other region's defiance to a combined total of at least 15, or ensure that another region begins a rebellion. It's currently at... Wow, it's at 13. Holy shit. Well, you did, yeah, I did give the bribe to the counts at one point, didn't I? I'm tempted to take Iron Choice. Instead of Monarch's vote, there we go. Grandees can rebel, but if they rebel, the patricians will win. Yeah, to beat the potential allegations of corruption, I just need to conduct bribery. Your Majesty, the situation in the south is dire. The city watch in many of our cities is understaffed and now crime is rampant. Even duelling has dwindled as minor nobles take up other hobbies like knitting and insect collecting. Pah! Oh, okay, cool. I thought that was a bunch of rebels. Please don't tease me like that. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the south. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? Insect collecting is pretty fun, yeah. We gotta do it. We gotta hire a mercenary company. God damn. Yeah, we're not gonna say no. I'd like whether the grandees want it or not, I don't know. Hmm. Of course, we're going to press gang the farmers now. 14, I think that's pretty much everyone. Okay, yeah, 16, yeah, that's... Oh, 15 rather. Pressing peasants into military service is a tradition dating back hundreds of years. It alleviates the arms shortage in the south and hopefully doesn't create another. Damn. Your Majesty, the crystal pox has spread from the south to the capital itself. Hundreds of our citizens have succumbed. Our streets are covered in glittering statues of the afflicted. Oh dear. Oh no. Indeed, Your Majesty. If only we could have prevented it. If only. In case a rumour had spread among the peasants, they believe the only cure for the crystal pox is the Queen's touch. And what exactly do they mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. You laying your hands upon one of the infected and, I don't know, blasting them with your royal healing powers. But I don't have any royal healing powers. Favour the peasants? I know, I'm going to do it, don't worry. Tapping the sign, we're going to look after the peasants. I'm going to touch them. We both know that, but the common folk have always been superstitious about the hidden magics of the Queen. If you don't heal a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you, or rather your hands on them. Maybe they're right. What if I can actually help? The crystal pox has no cure, Your Majesty. Only the ninth god can help them now. Apparently you were blessed might be the vision. Oh, yeah, Gibbo. We did have the vision. I suggest we look to the council for guidance. Is today the day? One and all, come to me. Give me a call for unity. And we want to lay hands on as many of the affected as possible. Call for unity will give us an extra point of stability. It may increase our chances. Let's go. Let's go. B. B for blessed. We've been blessed by the ninth god. Let us pass our blessing on. No, I don't want disunity. I want unity so we got a better pass rate. I want to do great things for the peasants by touching all of them. What are we currently at? 16? I think that might be everyone, isn't it? Oh, 17? Okay, cool. There are jokes that can be made here. Yeah. Well, thank you. The next day you ride out to the capital central square and find a swarming mass of peasants waiting. They're a wretched sight encrusted with oozing boils and crystalline growths, climbing over each other in their eagerness to reach you. Praise the ninth! Touch me, O Madge! Cure us! Save us! You walk out amongst them and lay your hands upon as many as you can. They bow and scrape and thank you for your kindness, but there are thousands of them. While they may be polite, their sheer numbers are terrifying. Still, somehow the city watch keeps order. At the end of the day, you head back to the palace, exhausted to your very bones. Oozing boils, yes. Turns out you can't really cure it. The crystal pox continues to ravage the capital, but legend of your personal intervention spreads far and wide. Soon half the kingdom believes in your healing touch. When the pox finally passes, gemstones litter the streets, but people are too busy mourning to pick them up. The treasurer has her servants collect them under cover of darkness. I've held them off as long as I can, Your Majesty, but noble patrician Suma insists on an audience. Apparently it concerns the end of the world, though privately I think they've just gone off the deep end. Suma, what's going on? We've not much time, Your Esteemed Highness. Let me present you my grand theory, what I call the Schematica Maxima. I've seen it a few times. Second one, remove this confused person. No, I think I'm obligated to hear them out. Let's hear it. I can't believe I'm the first to make this connection. Recall the gems you harvested from poor servant peasants. They contain invisible demons that haunt the palace. What? Damn, that's a change up from what I normally see. Because of this, the great crab will rise from the deep to avenge their kin you sold as mere trinkets. Oh, does this happen? Morgrim, do you know, does this event happen if there's a certain number of, like, extreme events going on? It couldn't be more clear. And this was just beginning. I haven't even described the various persecutions of the Bianca administration in the coast. It changes based on prior thing. Oh, okay. No worries. For instance, executing Ephra IV for selling crabs. It's all connected. As skeptics may claim. Ah, well, how do you know? Well, what about how you cured the crystal pox with a touch? To that I say, you fell for it, you fools. That's exactly what they want you to think. The real evidence is clear. The only question is, what will you do about it? I think it's linked to having enough regional complaint events. Oh, okay. We're going to arrest this fool, right? That's the plan. Arrest the fool. They cannot be allowed to... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? No, no, arrest them. What? See, looks more fun. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I don't want to investigate this crap. He's talking about giant crabs and demons in gemstones. Believes my healing touch is real. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we doing? What are you, crazy? Investigate you hate peasants? No, this is nonsense. Oh dear. Oh no. I completely misread the room on this one. I think it might be true and really magical. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough. If that's your RP. We're all crazy. Why did you vote for this? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Everyone grab your tinfoil. It appears that you're doing something. You have the Spy Master set up a special committee to investigate Suma's outlandish theory. But a committee is a sham composed of your most loyal nobles. They spend a week sequestered in the lavish palace suites, playing cards and drinking wine. At the next council session, they present a brisk debunking of the so-called Grand Model. The council seems pleased with your treatment of the potential scandal. A noble patrician Suma is convicted of treason and executed before the session's out? Suma, no! Oh my god, we upsold it. We went from just kicking them out and putting them in the dungeon to outright executing them. Ripper Dipper salutes in chat. Suma. This is a very dull council session and it's become entertaining. Oh, okay, fair enough. Look at that. Don't you like killing nobles? I do, but I didn't expect it. What a pleasant surprise. Another dead noble. The conspiracy theorist is taken out to the uwu and uwu'd very hard. In the east, Count Captain Chaz V and the wizard Pestias standing atop a grim, windowless tower, swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. You've done an adequate job destroying the bees. I suppose I won't give you leprosy. In fact, you've done so much better than expected. I'll grant you, army, use of my battle rats. They're bigger than horses and can bite through anything. You got rats in the army. My thanks, Great Wizard. Now, shall we continue to discuss how to overthrow this troublesome queen? Okay, so either curse her with a fate worse than death, raise trade, or send her far away so she can never return, raise stability. What's it gonna be, Counts? Want to be farming master at the start? Yeah, I did want to be. I do want big farming, but it's not happening, is it? Raise stability, that's what we're going with. Okay. Counts, it's 2 to 3. There's loads of you. Any other counts? 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's gone. They're equally possible, yeah. Far, far away, that can be done. I will steal the queen away through the apiary, where distance works differently. But the apiary is land of dreams, and in times of turbulence, nightmares. It must be peaceful if I'm to navigate it very far. Yes, that can be done. I'll make sure the kingdom is as peaceful as a sleeping lamb and everyone's dreaming of pleasant dreams. Final stage of the scheme, the counts must raise stability to at least 7. Oh no, you would have to get trade up to 5. So if you have to raise or lower something and you're like far along, you have to get to the midpoint. Everyone's on their final scheme. Counts want to raise stability to 7. Grandees want to raise their faith to 9. And the patricians want to raise others' defiance to at least 15. It's rough out here. Grandees can start rebellion, but that will give the patricians a run. Right, let's start with an eerie feeling, an urgent meeting, and then your heir. I'm most pleased with the new fortress we've built on my land, but the soldiers believe the fortress is cursed. Desertions are at an all-time high among them garrisoned there. Wait, why are you rebelling? If you do that, you're going to give the win to the patricians. Wait, it's all patricians typing it, right? Well, I am a count. Yeah, exactly. Alright. That's inconvenient. Yes, alas! Nobody can tell me why they think it's cursed. They just say it gives them a creepy feeling. What do we do? The High Inquisitor perform an exorcism, please. Vote A. Coin toss for faith. Scam from Pat's a classic, yeah. In the ninth God we trust. Puppies do sound funny. No, we're not having a puppy fortress. Bada bing, bada boom. Very nice. What? When the High Inquisitor reports back a few weeks later, it's not good news. But my liege, I know. I didn't like it either. We didn't find any hobs, witches, ghosts or demons inhabiting the fortress. But something is very wrong with the place. The Inquisition has failed you, Your Highness. We should shut down the whole fortress until we identify which evil force is at work. It's harder for the Grandees to win. Skill issue? No miracle for Grandees. The miracles all go elsewhere. One evening at dinner, King Consort Quintus, the spy master, strolls into the room and gently passes a sheaf of papers at your elbow. What's this? A new satirical poet surfaced, Your Majesty. They call themselves a Sapphire. They could even be a group. My agents haven't unearthed much more than that. Quintus leafs through the papers. Oh, they got a nice turn of phrase, whoever they are. The Sapphire mostly turns their ire to the counts of the east. Rampant and cruel, sit the counts of the east. Torment won't soothe the terrible beast. Oh! I like it. Many agree with you. These poems are becoming hugely popular. The Sapphire holds the counts responsible for the economic downturn of the area. I mean, they kind of have a point. Yeah, they do have a point, yes, okay. If this carries on, the counts may pressure the crown to step in, or people of the east may grow discontented. Okay, let's investigate it. Of course, I'll put my agents on the situation. And Spymaster bows, leaving you and Quintus to dinner. Your heir, here we go. Right. A 1. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son? What is his name? Lone Ranger? It is, of course, Bianca II. How delightful, Your Highness. I'm sure little Bianca II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. Thank you for all the clapping. Thank you for your congrats. There we go. We are looking okay. Right. The Counts can win the game with A, the library. Should we want to stop the Counts though, we can build F, the prison, to lower stability as well. Other stuff. C, the cathedral is good for faith for the Grandees. But I'd recommend, if you're not a Count, you probably want to look at F, that prison. We're going to... Oh, wait, here's everyone's wealth. We're going to start the auction now. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you wish to fund, followed by the amount of money you wish to fund it by. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Alright, what do we got? A and C? Boom, go, go, go! You fools! You fools! Look at what you did! Oh no! 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 The Grandees! They dug too deep! Oh no! The greed ruined it! Oh, time for a trip, my liege, yeah. Let's see what happens. Where does Pestia send me? It's been a long day, coming after a long week and a long year, come to think of it. You're ready for bed. Good night, my dear. Good night. You climb into bed, cuddling up to Quintus. You're asleep as soon as you close your eyes. You dream that you're in a vast, glittering city of magnificent spires, floating temples. You're surrounded by strange little fairy folk with golden eyes and golden tongues. They're trying to warn you of something, but can't quite hear them. They're being swept away by an invisible force. No, the bees! The dreams of being! A hideous masked figure in robes walks down the now empty street, flanked by Captain Chaz V and Alistair, the Count's claimant to your throne. Greetings, Your Majesty. Surprised to see us. Where am I? What's happening? You're in the apiary, the dream realm, the place where reality meets. We don't have time for lore. Let's just get it over with. Don't have time for lore? But we love lore. No! Using magic almost feels like cheating. I suppose I'll feel guilty about it later. After my coronation. Thank you for bringing us here to gloat, great wizard. Now please, take this pathetic specimen somewhere far, far away. Alright, let's go. Pestia wraps one pale hand around your shoulder. Your feet begin to move of their own accord and trudging along beside the wizard. And then the ground drops away as you take flight. Flying with Pestia Bestia. Far behind you, Captain Chaz V and Alistair dwindle into dots, then vanish completely. Morgan, there's another one. Far, far away for the Counts. It doesn't show the claimant's name. Where are you taking me? Whee! I'm flying. Whee! That's right, Your Majesty. This is all a dream. Just relax. Whee! You leave the glittering city behind and fly across a baffling dreamscape, across fields of pink snow and dancing stars and gnashing teeth. How long are you flying? Minutes? Months? At long last, you find yourself barreling towards a swirling portal in the sky. Pestia halts mid-air, but your momentum carries you forward. Farewell, Your Majesty. I hope a new world offers you a new beginning. And then you're flying through the portal and everything goes dark. Wake up, Queen Bianca. You wake to find yourself in utter darkness. The air is cold and your breath comes in white plumes. It's as silent as the grave and you find yourself not wanting to shout. You walk and walk and walk through the endless blackness. You wish you could shake the feeling that something's watching you. Eventually you bump up against something, a brick wall. Following the wall you find a door. Unlocked mercifully, you step through. On the other side there's a harsh white light. A group of skeletons are huddled around a card table. One of them is wearing a green visor. Without even looking up, they deal you in. You sit down, heart pounding. Somehow you know you're playing for something more important than money. Well, GG everyone, we've been sent to the skeleton card table. GG's all round. Well done to the Counts. Counts in chat. What do you want for the next monarch? So what's Alistair going to do? We've got Faith. Wakoko Redeemed on-stream celebration. Hey, thank you, Wakoko. 100 bits. Very nice. Thank you very much. We got 2 for Faith, it looks like. Chaz and Alex. Gugazi wants military. I think, though, it looks Faith. Lone Ranger wants Faith as well. Military for Nit. 3 Faith, 2 military, so I think Faith wins out. I'll make a note. Oh no, Nilawa wants military. Morgan wants military. Damn, okay, Faith has lost. Military has won. I'll make a note next week. Alistair will be a military man. Yeah, we got military. It's in. No, wait, occlude? Wait, what? What's occlude? News? News in occlude? Down to Ashmead. Goodbye. Goodbye, Alex. Enjoy your flight. Or enjoy your trip home if you were just picking someone up. Everyone say goodbye to Alex in chat. We'll go through the book in a minute. And Nyit, goodbye as well. Everyone say goodbye to Nyit in chat. And Trocker, say goodbye everyone to Trocker Nero in chat. Thank you for being here, guys. Let's read the book and then I'll figure out what to play after this. After one of the highest stakes game of poker ever played, Queen Bianca folded on a bad hand and became just another skeleton around a card table. She never saw Celestaff again. That's sad. Goodbye, Wakoko, and goodbye, Gagazi. Goodbye, Bigger JD. Goodbye, all of you. Everyone say goodbye in chat, I suppose. The Grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Tristana on her rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. But what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne and lost money in the process. A bad investment. After Queen Bianca vanished mysteriously from her bed, Alistair de Counts was best positioned to occupy the power vacuum left behind. None dared challenge his succession, fearing the wrath of the wizard Pestia. God bless Pestia. And Mero, goodbye to you too. Everyone say goodbye to Mero. Queen Bianca the vanished. Oh! Damn, we were so close. So close, twice. Alright, of the nobles, we have Whopper the wealthiest, Alex having no money. And finally, oh my god, King Alistair looks fantastic. Okay, I'm digging. I want Alistair to win, alright? I'm rooting for him. Just look at this shit. Looking dapper as fuck, wearing a nice little doublet. Chad Alistair, yeah. That's my cuz right there. There you go. We're coming in hot. The treasury's fat. Hopefully we won't roll brutal. We'll get a different military trait. Now let's see. Who mentioned occlude? Don't see anything new. Yeah, no, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything new there. Alright, let's see. What shall we play next? You know what? I feel like I could play something quite kind of thick. What was the Queen's title? It was Bianca the Vanished.